All right, day 13 coming at you. A little bit more emotional today, just with the things that are going on with the live streaming that I've been doing, and some of the specific questions that I'm getting, because with being motivational and with trying to push people to be the best versions of themselves, it brings out the things that are actually going wrong in their lives, and you have to talk about it, and you can't be afraid to talk about it, because if you're afraid to talk about it, then nothing ever gets done, and it's just going to stay down forever. So a lot of the comments that I was getting the other day on my live stream were things about this series is of like dealing with loss, people getting hurt, people dying in their lives, and how to get over that. And I know loss firsthand, just like everybody else does, specifically through the guys that I have on my left arm here, Luke and Cole. Luke was my first best friend when I was a kid. We played WWE Raw versus SmackDown at his house every time I just needed to get out of my house, and I ran across the street to his. And Cole was, I think, 2 years younger than us, and he was there all the time too. He was actually at Luke's house more than I was, but we all just hit it off, and we were best friends for the longest time. And Luke was born with a heart condition, and one day in 2018, he passed away from complications to that. And I remember like it was yesterday. I was sitting in the couch in my living room with my my dad. It was our old house, and he walked in and he told me what happened. And I didn't understand how to feel, because in 2018 I was, what would that be? I'm 21 now, minus 7. I was 14. So I was, I didn't really understand what was going on. And it just took me out, man. And it was the first time I had really, cried like that before in my life. And it was really sad. And in 2022, during high school, I was in high school at that point, and Cole was a freaking troublemaker, but he was also like super cool, the sweetest kid you could ever meet. And he got into a car accident and passed away. And those two things have stuck with me for a long time. And it's just hard to deal with loss and everybody's own terms. But like, it's a plan that's made from birth, and it's hard to deal with, and sometimes it's hard to talk about. But if you can't talk about the things that are the hardest that go in your life, and you keep them down, like I have for the most of my life, then you just kind of sit there and you wonder, when it's your time and why these things happen. But instead of doing that, we should be able to talk about the things like that. And it's important that everybody knows that they have a space. And that's why this channel's a thing, because I want people not only to feel motivated or vindicated, but I want you to be able to know that there's a space for you to talk. There's that's what I'm trying to make, like the comments in these videos, I'm trying to make the live streams that I make, the people I talk to, the people I invite on. I want to make sure that everybody has a space to release that frustration, that loss, that regret, everything that they forgot to say that they wish they could. Because I know exactly how that feels. It's very surreal. But yeah, you don't have to sit there and sit in the loss and sit in the 7 stages of grief and just regret everything that happened. You can talk to somebody, and you have somebody. There's helplines, and there's people like me that want to talk to you about it. So you just need to know that you're not alone. The worst things happen to the best people. It's the truth, and it's the hardest truth in the world. So just know that you have somebody to talk to, because you don't have to be sad, and you don't have to sit in it anymore. It's okay. So with that, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's been hopping on and supporting these channels and blowing them up and making sure that everybody can see that they have a place that they can go. And I just want to take a second to appreciate a couple of my friends for being there for me through all the things that I've been through. since I was a kid. Even though I had a weirder childhood, stuff like that, I was pushed away a lot. They still stuck with me, so I just want to say thank you to them. And thank you to everybody that's been supporting the channel. So you guys have been amazing. It's really been a huge outreach to see how many people come together to just really give their hearts to a decent cause. So I do appreciate everybody that came out and actually really supports this. So thank you guys again. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow, day 14.